Page 98, Hungarian Dance No. 5, a very famous melody by Brahms. It's a nice arrangement. We're not introducing anything new here, just using what we've had. We get more experience, and the music is steadily getting a little more challenging. If it's getting beyond you, you think, oh no, I can't get this, go back through, start the book again, review all the lessons again, go over everything again. Take your time. It takes time to get this. Don't try and do it too quickly. It won't work. Now, treble and bass clef. This is 2 pages long, 4/4 time. 1 flat in the key signature. Are we in F major, D minor? It's hard to tell. It's sort of in D minor, but we'll see. It may change. Make sure you can do the F major scale and the D minor scale. That's what I'm after. And you probably ought to be doing those 2 octaves up and down by now, because I'm assuming you've been practicing them and you know them pretty well by now. At least 1 octave up and down. Right hand first. Let's check fingering the notes and all that. Here, the first few notes, and it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and then reach down. They want 3rd finger. You have to lift up between that. That's fine. If you want to be able to connect it, it'd be nice to connect it. I mean, we can change the fingering slightly to accommodate connecting the notes a little better, but I don't want to make this any trickier than it is. So we'll just leave the fingering alone. The book's fine. Just lift up and come down. 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 2, 3, 2. I like that. That's a good fingering there in measure 7. I highly recommend it. It'll come in handy in a lot of spots. Then measure 9, you back up and do it again. 2, 3. However, they want 2, 3 for the 8th notes. All those notes together is a D minor chord. It should be 4th finger on the F as far as I'm concerned. So I'd put 4th finger on the F. 2, 3. Then 3rd finger next. And then come down, they want 2. We have a sequence going down. And I'd like to try and finger each pattern of the sequence the same if I can. See, if I start with 2, the 2nd note is with 3rd finger. So I want 3rd finger on the 2nd note of each of these. So it's here, and then 1, 3. 1, 3. Now I can stop because there's no more. This is it. And then 3. And there's 2, 5 there. So very slowly and carefully, measure 13. Here, and then thump, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Oh, you can do 1, 3 here if you want. I mean, if you want to keep the sequence going, it works. Because then your 3rd finger's ready. Measure 17, just up here. I don't recommend it. Let's do 1, 4 here, so we can use 1, 5 here. The melody, I'd like to feel that. So let's do 1, 4, then 1, 5, then 1, 4 again. And then you can do 1, 4 again because we got a rest. And then 3. And I know we're working the awkward fingers here, but that's good. We need to work the awkward fingers. You need some work on that. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then measure 21 if you can. Thumb 1, 4 if you can. So I can use 5th finger here. Now if you can't fit up here, then you have to do that. But otherwise 1, 4. And again, measure 25, 1, 4, and I do a 2, 5, because I can get all of this in one hand position. So it's, and here, 1, 4, and then 1, 5, and then 1, 4. I like that fingering. And then for measure 29, I recommend a 2, 5 here. Just reach up a little bit, because you're here for the half note, and then just reach up. Here, you don't have to come all the way up here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and like so. The last two measures there, the notes are here. 2-5 on the last one, but it has the 8V above it, so you go up. You're up here. You can do a 1-4 if you want, a 1-3, or a 1-5 and 1-4. You got choices. Pick a fingering. But I recommend 2-5 for the half note. Left hand's broken chords. Chop, 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 chop. If you don't like that, you can do that. Measure 17, you're up here. They give you a natural sign in the F. You don't need a natural, it's a natural anyway, but you just had an F sharp in the upper staff and they want to be clear. This really should be a natural. The sharp sign in the upper staff does not affect the lower staff. It would be a natural anyway. Just keep that in mind. Put the hands together here. Right now I'm just trying to get the hands to work together. Here, so you're going to hesitate all you need to, it doesn't matter. Lift up on the wrist and come on. So you go through and put the hands together and then go through it a few hundred times or whatever and get rid of the hesitations. Go slow. It's got no hesitations, a steady beat. Then we'll add in the articulation. Connect. Lift up. Gotta move, so. Yeah. Down, up, down, up. 2-note slurs. It's sort of built-in for you because you can't connect repeated notes, but you can connect all the others. And connect that. Go ahead and connect those. Now lift up. And measure 13 on the 8th notes. Connect all of these until you get to the 2-note slurs. Connect all of that, and then it's... Connect that. That's measure 16. Connect that. And then here, accent, a little extra, oomph. And try and connect them if you can, but do the best you can. And connect that, well, they tell you to. Accent, and measure 25, and the staccato. Connect these as best you can. And then accent. Measure 31, staccato accent. Ba-bam. You get the articulation. You get a little bit of articulation in the left hand, but not much. I mean, you can read that, I'm sure. As far as the dynamics go, it goes to the right hand. Loud, whatever you think. Left hand's in the background. And then when you get to measure 13, this is soft. The accent note will take it up to about a moderately soft. Okay, left hand's got to be in the background. Now measure 17, you're loud, and accent note's very loud. Left hand's in the background. And then on measure 25, you're soft. Here, and the left hand's back very soft. And then measure 28, you're loud again. That accent note's very loud. And then very loud at the end. And you don't need accents on very loud notes, in my opinion. Just play them very loud there for the last two measures, very loud. Mainly the right hand. Yeah, that's fine. Speed, well, this changes speeds. It's got different speeds. Moderately fast, how fast can you play this measure 13 and 14? That's your, however you can handle that accurately and evenly, That's your speed. Don't take it any faster than that. Doesn't say fast, fast. It's just moderately fast. So try and play it sort of quick. If that's what you do, that's fine. That's good enough. And then I'll measure 17, same speed. Assuming you can play the eighth notes. Because the whole thing here so far is one speed until you get to measure 25. Now it slows down. Until you get to measure 29, you see the odd tempo. Odd tempo means resume the tempo or the speed you were going before you changed it. Well, we changed it at measure 25. So we're going to go back to the whatever speed we were going at measure 24. This is what we're going to do at measure 28 or 29. And it ends fast too. Now make no mistake, this is a challenging piece. You're getting into some rather difficult music here. So take your time with it. Have fun with it. Now as far as the roadmap goes, you see the repeat sign at the bottom of page 98. So you're going to play that page twice. And then on page 99, there's a reverse repeat sign at the top, and you have a repeat sign down toward the bottom. So basically, you're going to play page 99 twice. Okay. Makes it seem twice as long as it really is. Now when you get a piece that's a little bit longer and rather challenging, we change our approach just a little bit and how we learn the music, because we've been going through a system through all these videos of how I approach a new piece of music. Well, there's more to it than what I've taught. I've only teach you what you need to know at the time. Well, a little more here. I take a longer piece and a more difficult piece, and you break it up into little pieces. And you tackle the little pieces one at a time. And then you go put the pieces together. Here it breaks up nicely because it's like page 98 is like a section. It fits together. So I recommend you focus on page 98 and get it pretty well. Get rid of the hesitations and all at least. And then go over and focus on page 99. Forget page 98. Don't keep practicing that one. Once you've got it, let it go. Focus on page 99 and get that one where you can get it. And if you have to, break up page 99. Because again, the first two lines go together and then the slow part goes together. Well, that shouldn't take you too long to figure that part out. And then the last part isn't so bad there, but really maybe you can take the whole page after all and learn that one. And then once you have page 99 pretty well, then go back and try and put 98 and 99 together, because you will not have forgotten page 98 that quickly in working on page 99. You'll still have it under your fingers. It's just don't always start at the beginning of these and work through them, because you'll play the first part really well because you practice it all the time. But then when you get over to the like page 98, 99 or whatever, you don't practice that as much, so you can't play it as well. And you'll start messing up. That's because you always start at the beginning and try and go through it. Don't. Take it in pieces and learn it a piece at a time and focus on that. If you have to, start at the end. Focus on page 99 first. Learn that first. And then go try and learn page 98. That works too. I'd like to play this with you very slowly. Let's just double check everything. I can't change tempos in the middle of it. We're going to take the whole thing slow, so I'm going to take the whole thing at the same tempo. I'm not going to change. When we get to measure 25, it's just going to be the same speed as the rest of it, because the rest of it's really the speed 25 should go, I suppose. But I'll give us 4 counts. We are going to do all the repeats. I'm just not going to do the dynamics. I'll try and do the accents, but not the dynamics. Even one hand at a time if you have to until you can get it. Just take your time with this. This may take you a month or more to learn. That's fine. Take your time with it. I'm in no hurry. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. Repeat. Rest, 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 3 and repeat. rest, 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 2, rest, rest.